Well, hey, Stampin' friends, Darlene with Darling Stamps. Thanks for joining me. So this is the February kit. Oh my goodness, these are beautiful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make, show you some samples and make one. So anyhow, we are going to make this card. But what I thought was fun is that these pictures are kind of real life, kind of like doing a snapshot. And so it kind of gives you a picture that looks like a picture versus kind of like a cartoon kind of thing. So anyhow, very, very pretty. Always has the directions so you can follow the directions. I like being able to take it and kind of tear it apart, use a bunch of different ideas and such. So let me show you. What I did was I took just a regular, the biggest circle punch I've got. My hands are already dirty here. And I took I did the gray and the mint macaron. So I'm going to show you kind of how I got it. And you may already have this, but thought I would throw it out there. So I'll be right back. Alright, so we have our black base. This is actually the black one that came in the kit, so I used them up, so I'm going to just use regular black paper, and then we're going to layer our pieces on. Now remember, we're layering, so I want to be able to utilize my insides to maximize my cardstock. Put those to the side. And then we are going to get our base started. Anyhow, so we have had tons and tons of rain. And so I'm not sure about your neck of the woods. But we have been, it dried up a little bit, and then we was able to get the rain to kind of soak in. So now we have more rain. Anyhow, so we are going to just assemble the layers. Now I'm not going to put the top one on because we have some stamping and shading to do. So because I want to make sure it's in the middle, I basically, I can measure it, but I'm just going to eyeball it just for the sake of time. All right, so now we are going to put washi tape, because if you don't, it's going to move around, and we do not want it to move around. How do I know this? From experience. Anyhow, I think it is wise to if you can get a little bit of a base down, just to kind of hold it down, and by using copy paper, it gives you, it doesn't have like a big top. The thickness of a template could make it raised and not have it produce what you need. So we're going to use just a regular sponge, and I have mint macaron, and we want to go off the paper and then on the paper. Off the paper and then on. And the reason is that then you don't get hard lines. And I've tried different ways. This is kind of the best route that I have found. And it gets easier, that you don't get so much like grainy. And then I'm going to just use the same thing, why my hands are all dirty, because is the gray. I just wanted a little bit of a depth to it. I don't know, it kind of gives it a little bit of dimension. It gives it a little bit of texture to it. All right, so now that is the basic gray. I don't have the granite gray. I try to add a color a month so I don't go too crazy. All right, so then let's just get this up. There. Oh my goodness. Look what I did. I didn't cover it. All right, we will make that work. Well, I fixed my boo-boo off screen so that I wouldn't take up any more of our time. Okay, so this is actually a scratch piece. and we'll do this in another thing. So now we've got our card. Now I want to take, and because it was a little bit darker, we will just try to play with that. So this is our wonderful, look how many stamps are in this. It is, you're the reason I smiled today. The big U for you can do incredible things. You are wonderful. You are beautiful. Thank you. Life is tough, but so are you. This one is be kinder to yourself and let your kindness flood the world. Isn't that neat? And then there's great little signs. Okay, so I'm going to take the you are, well, beautiful. So let's take that off and get that on. I've got, all right. So back to my story of the water and the rain. Anyhow, weather-wise, I just think we get all parts of the areas, people get either snow or rain. So, all right, so I'm going to start off and then kind of work my way down. I did it, I'm going to do it better this time. I guess, I do it from my sample, and then I go, okay, next time I'm going to do this. So that was kind of a nice little bonus to have that. And then the U is going to go right in the middle. So anyhow, so it kind of gave you a little idea as far as my circle and getting the different colors in there, kind of like watercoloring, color wash kind of deal. And then I'm going to go back to the mint macaron, and we're going to do our teacup slash succulent. And all I want is a succulent. So we are just going to work our way around the card just to kind of give it a little bit of flowers, and I don't want the teapot, you know, to show, but I want at least a little bit of flowers, and it gives it some background. All right. I also, if you have not watched my embossing video, I would suggest taking a look at that, because after I do the sample here, I'm going to show you kind of like a part 2, but I didn't have enough for a whole video. So anyhow, I will show you this. Okay, these are the little pieces that I always keep because they come in handy. Let me I was going to wash my hands. All right, have to wash my hands or else I will be very upset with myself if I get stuff on it. All right, these are just pieces that, you know, we save, and rather than throw them away, I just am going to use them on the top of here. And it was just, you know, it wasn't like it had a lot of, I don't know, I wanted something, but I didn't want to do a whole lot. Anyhow, it's just for some interest, some technique, dimension. That's the word I want. Anyhow, so this is kind of a, obviously it's alternate, but I wanted to show the technique of the watercolor because I think it adds an element if you were trying to get something else to work on your card and you didn't want to do any kind of like the aqua painters or different things. So anyhow, it's just using the sponge, but I like the stencil and the negative. And I'll just show you real quick. This is my piece. I used a cutout, and I'll show you real quick. I used a cutout, and it didn't quite turn out the way I wanted, so we revisited. I took a negative from one of my dies, and I wanted to get a sample on it, but couldn't get it to work, so anyhow, improvise. All right, so now we have all of our stamping done. So now we just need to get it put onto the layer. Now I did, you see I rounded 2 of the corners. I think it kind of adds some interest. That way it's not just a straight tone, you know, gives it a little bit of an angle on that. And then the kit came with some really neat, these are like little water drops or something. Anyhow, very, very cute. And I had a, I don't have my pick yet, but I had someone who commented about how great it was to use the pick. So anyhow, I'm going to use this and try not to break it there. Okay, so a little different, but that kind of gives you an idea. And I'll be right back with that sample. All right, so here are my alternates. This one, I just took the one picture, cut it down, used the cardstock on that. So kind of use that as my sample with the mint macaron as my base. This one was fun. This is the bird banter, and I just wanted to use the nice stripe on that, but just something different on that. The limline twist for the base. Little birdie told me it was your birthday. And then I made a, I took the vellum that came in the kit, and of course it says on here, can do incredible things, you. So nice little use of that. This is one of the card base, and I took, of course, the little cutouts I saved, one of the succulent pictures, and put a thank you on that. This was just real simple. This one I cut out the U, and then one of our other pumpkins had the it's actually you make me oh so very happy. So anyhow, just something different. Pop that up. Oh, my light's flickering. Sorry about this. I'll try to hurry. Anyhow, it'll pretend to be good. All right, this one I just used. Well, sorry, but I'll try to finish up. One of my lights just popped off. Anyhow, this one I just used the, I cut out the little teacup and put the tone on tone for the back and used the stripe on that. This one used the gray as a layer, did just a 1 corner round, and then used the succulents that we have for our dies, and then use that. So that was one of the other ones. And this is just from the kit. This is one that is how they wanted you to make it. Pop up the U. This is what I cut out from the other one. You are wonderful. And this is probably my favorite. I took the one picture of the succulent and then just outlined it with the fig, which is a color of the month. And thought this one was probably my favorite. Then this one is just taking the one picture and outlining it. So it's kind of like you're cutting it. So anyhow, now as a treat, if you'll watch my embossing video, I did white and a dyed paste, embossing paste. And I took it as one page. But I wanted to show you what I did, and using the free stamp set with the Lasting Lilies I got. This was the 2 cards I made. So I had that sample with the raised embossing, cut it, and made the 2 cards out of it. Anyhow, so just wanted to show you that because I brought that in. So anyhow, having a selection of cards. This is a great kit. I like it. It really has a lot of different types of ideas. So I hope you enjoy that. A lot of information, a lot of different ideas. I kind of got crazy on it. But anyhow, it is so fun to create and to share. And I'm glad you guys send me comments. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.